Hello friends, welcome back. He immediately steps in shit. Welcome back to West of Loathing. I'm really enjoying this game so far. I don't really know what I'm meant to be doing. I mean, I have a horse, so I guess I just go to, what is it? Dirt water, something like that? Filth water? I don't know. This is a copy of the Boring Springs newspaper from about 6 weeks ago. You will notice I've managed to hide my mouse cursor this time, which is probably an improvement if I had to guess. Okay. We can go to Dirtwater. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished. You sure you're ready to leave? Let's check what we've got first. See if we've got anything else to accomplish, any side tasks, anything like that. We probably will leave immediately. Okay, no more horses. Anything in the bar? I feel like there are side quests here, but I don't know if there's any like quest panel or quest log, which in Kingdom of Loathing was an actual log in your campsite. No, okay. I like that. It's a compass with just west on it. Kind of makes it hit home how silly it is that we only put north on usually. Oh, it's Pete again, alright. I'm not even gonna attempt to do a voice for him. Yeah, okay, we can sell him the orb. We're probably not gonna have anything to do with it in the future. You already have a hat. What would you do with two? Great question. Howdy, Susie. Howdy, cowgirl is going to be searching the spittoon for her teeth if she doesn't leave me in peace. Okay, bye-bye then. Doesn't look like there's anything much here. This is where the goblin was. I like the lighting here, by the way. It's actually pretty cool. Can we get some more whiskey? I feel like that would be a sensible use of our time. Nope, no more whiskey for us. Probably just as well. We've already got some. Might need it in the future. Anything more in the spittoon? You already plumbed the depths of this spittoon and your own depravity. You should be ashamed of yourself. Sorry, okay. Okay, yeah. Sure. See you later, Pete. Right, let's leave via the actual door, which seems reasonable. Anything I can do with the windmill? Nope. This drunk guy? Nope. Let's go to Dirtwater. Alrighty then, you're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner, somebody to share the trail with, somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who will you take with you? I've got to take Crazy Pete. Alright, I've got to take Crazy Pete. Hit the trail. One last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your XP for you. I'm happy to keep doing it, and I promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide for yourself where your XP gets spent? I'm going to spend it manually, the same as my first rodeo. Okay, you now have the option of turning yourself into some kind of unbalanced weirdo if you want to open your character screen and you want to spend XP. Gotta remember to do that. Only list two things: the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. Okay. Head for Dirtwater then. Day one. Oh, okay. We've got a day progression system. That's novel. Room for rent. Inquire within Pete. What the fuck do you want now, buddy? It's your partner, yeah, okay. What's happening, Pete? Well, now, you're interested in mining, so I happen to know a little mine not too far from you. Okay, is it a good one? I ain't never been. We'll have to explore and find out. Okay, we've discovered a new map location, Snake Pit Mine. What should we do next? Okay, firstly, am I forgetting about anything? He says you should see the bartender about renting that room in Dirtwater. It'd be nice to have a base of operations. Thanks for the reminder. We'll go and do that. I don't know how much that's going to cost. Probably exactly one horse if I've played this kind of game before. Hi, I'm Katarina. Glad to know you, Katarina. Fox around here, just call me Lloyd. That's an interesting name. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I'm not going to have a shot of bourbon, but I will try and rent this room. That's right, finest room in the house and plenty of room for your partner too. You interested? How much did it cost? Well, that's where you're in. The previous tenant was a banker fella. He paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it gratis. Yes, I do want it. This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society. I say this despite knowing you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than two kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit, but this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You're now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of spit that evaporates. This brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit, the toxins and filth that don't evaporate, several years worth, distilled and concentrated till it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts in the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. Let's have a look. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the colour and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple syrup, it's flavoured with the inside and the mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding, except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. Feels like your hand is dissolving. Alright, keep going. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any and you hate them. Oh, lovely. Melee attack damage and spell damage. That's just a flat damage bonus. Well, for melee and spells anyway, not ranged attacks. Can we equip it? Instead of, yeah, okay, instead of a can of infinite beans, which did much the same thing, but less so. There really is a lot of reading in this room. Poker room. This poster says rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. Any player passing out drunk at the table immediately loses the game. A 6 cancels out a tray. A 2 loses against 3 4s. 7's a wild and that's accompanied by 2 2s. Right, so this game has no rules. I assume you can play some. Okay, the ante is 20 meat. Ante up, buddy. It's a pretty decent hand. 4 kings of hearts and 4 4s. That does sound like a good poker hand. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat. You estimate your chance of winning it around 30%. Oh no, it's maths. Oh, why is it costing me muscle? Am I reading that right? Okay, I'm gonna check. The second round of besting, the pot is 6 to meet. You estimate your chance of winning at around 40%. Gonna have to check again, because I'm a mysticality dude. Nora reluctant raises off call. We lose. Oh well, we don't lose. We put it into the pot. It's the last round of betting. Time to do or die. Pot is 60 meat, you estimate your chance of winning at around 50%. I feel like this is not going well at all. Grit your teeth and strategize. 1 grit. I don't know what that means. I'm going to forcefully raise. You force your opponents to read them and weep a California flush. Nora has a full house. Edward grins and reveals his hand a Tennessee flush. I don't know what that means. Alright, we're not going to play any more poker. I can buy some slop. Let's buy some slop. I'm just exploring this game now. You got to have some plates of slop. This is a plate of the slop they serve at the Jewel in Dirtwater. This is really high better kitchen staff. Great. I feel like that hasn't done a huge amount. It only costs 5 meat though, so that's probably not bad. There's a sign that says "See bartender for dart." Seems very wise. How come they're allowed to drink without hats on? You're absolutely correct. See if we can do anything over here. I can't go behind the stage? Oh, I can set the chair up. Oh, we gain 1 XP for being a good citizen. Okay. We don't need any more of that. Yep, it's just our most kitchens I've seen. Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. I don't know what that voice is. Sorry, I was just, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer Adventure Zone. As it happens, it's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter. I need someone to go pick me up some more. Saltpeter, okay. Isn't that used to make gunpowder and other things? Look, who's the chef here, me or you? Alright. Go to a military camp, Fort Cowardice. Okay, BRB, motherfucker. I don't think we can steal from them. It's not like, quite Skyrim. I don't know if you've noticed. We can't talk to this man. Oh, like another angry woman drinking whiskey alone. Okay. Okay. We can go to our room, presumably? Presumably? That's quality comedy. Howdy, boss. What's shaking? What do you think we should do next? Well, now, if you're in a hurry to push west, I say a train will get us there a mile faster on horseback. Got a railroad camp marked on that map yours, right? Okay, so we can go to the railroad camp. I thought that was a painting. And I assume we can sleep to reset the day. They've got some Kingdom of Loathing style mechanics. Insult yourself. You gain an effect angry, and it's the same angry effect as KOL as well. Your matter on a hornet, if your anger level gets higher than 1, you'll pass out from rage. Okay. And I guess that loses us a day. What does that mean? Oh, that's our effect. Okay. Let's leave then and see if we can go to the train station. Map's taking a while to load. Oh, there we go. Right, I'm gonna have to wander, I suppose. Oh, okay. So this is the entire game, I suppose. Alright, so we'll wander, see where we go. And I guess we're gonna get into a random combat or something? Oh, okay. You spot a store on the horizon. Perhaps you could exchange meat for goods and services there. That's a classic reference. You discovered a new map location, Buttonwillow McKittrick store. Wow, okay, yeah, let's check that out. Oh, it's all the way up there now. That's beautiful. This barrel smells like pickles and looks like an empty pickle barrel. I mean, checks out, right? At first you're excited because you think this barrel is full of pickles, but they turn out to be novelty rubber pickles. Okay, let's check and see what this grinning woman has to buy. This is my stuff. This is for sale, which I'm sure is normally the other way around in most games. This is not most games. This is its own game. We can spend 1,500 meat on locks and how to pick them. And that will presumably give us the ability to pick locks if I had to guess. A crowbar for 1,000. I could sell a crowbar for 100, but it is a weapon. And it's one I've got equipped. Advanced bean crafter, eh? Well, I am a chef magus. You buy some rope. I think we can always come back here, right? I think we can always come back here, so it shouldn't be a problem. We've looked at it now. It should be on our map already. Is there anything over to the right? Probably not. We haven't had any combat yet. It's more of an exploration game, I think, than a straight-up combat one. Let's see what we can see. It's what a beer barrel cactus. Oh, okay, yeah. We can use our foraging skill. Got a mug of cactus beer. More HP by 10 for the rest of the day. All right. Wonderful. Okay, I really thought we'd gone to Fort Cowardice there. What? No! This is... No, I don't like it. Scientists, silver bullet making apparatus, help yourself. Has a little burner and crucible for melting silver things and some bullet mold. Seems pretty straightforward. There's also a vice. You could smash silver bullets into needles if you wanted to. I don't know why I would want to do that, but I'm sure that will become apparent. Requires a needle to pick the lock, alright. Oh, okay, I can harvest these buttons. Sometimes nature provides us with very, very weird food. All right. I think we've seen all we can see here for now. Spot a cemetery on the horizon. The lettering over the gate says the Daveyard, which seems oddly specific. Okay. Oh, okay. So I see what's happening here. It's taking us to a random location, but also giving us the choice to explore something along the way. Let's go to the Daveyard. That's pretty funny. I don't know why that's so funny. Kingdom of Loathing, and it seems West of Loathing, are giving me that information, or giving me that feeling a lot. So we can fight this Dave. Excuse me. Also, it's me and my partner. Right? I don't want to hit him. Ooh, I can use lava father. We'll do that for now. Hopefully my good friend Pete will be able to rustle his jimmies. Pete will hit the target with his lantern, dealing 6 hot damage. Alright, okay. It's almost like that's scripted. Gain 10 XP. Right, I need to check how to level up. Not that I think I can yet, necessarily, but unspent XP 14. But I don't really have any information on what level I am? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It just costs XP to level these up. All right, okay. What does grit do? The extent to which we're truly gritty, the higher it is, the tougher you'll be. So more HP, stomach capacity, pain tolerance, potentially. Gumption. Your level of get up and get it done. Yeah, we did see this before, actually, when we got an automatic level up. And glamour. More meat gains, item finding, and liver. Let's look at these miscellaneous skills. Okay, so that gives us more spell damage. We don't know what that does yet. Origin, 200 XP, but we've already got level or rank 1 of it. So I guess we will give ourselves Hellbender. It's more spell damage. And now we have 4 XP, so we can't level up anything from there. Here lies Dave C. Went down to the theatre. Is that a... Oh my word, that's an Alanis Morissette reference. Nice. Dave B. Died with his boots on but not his pants. I don't know if that's a reference to anything. So we should have much the same experience with this fight that we did with the last one. Nothing remotely difficult yet, but we're very, very early in the game. And this is only going to do, yeah, 5 damage, so... we can just crowbar it in the face. Oh, yeah. I can just attack random spots. That's mental, but maybe it'll be useful later on. I don't know. 2 skeleton bones. This is going to give me a... Oh, okay, I thought it was going to give me some information about all bones being skeleton bones, but apparently not. What am I looking for? A character screen. Feel like I should be leveling up as we go. I don't know, and I mean, HP does seem like it might be useful. Okay, and the next level will give us more stomach capacity and pain tolerance as well as HP. Oh, I didn't see leveling up these. Oh, yeah, I should probably be saving up for a Lava Father combat skill, right? Dave J. Arapapapow. I'm not understanding a lot of these references. Died of a heart attack, see you in minus 36 years. No idea what that means. He lies Dave G. He was looking at the sky to save him, but even the sky can't save a fellow from like 440 angry bears. All right. Obviously, I get that reference. Yeah, so I think leveling up Lava Father is going to be more useful. Because, I mean, it would be dead by now if I had a level 2 Lava Father. Oh, no, 5 spooky damage. Oh, clicking on something doesn't attack you. You have to hit attack, which makes a lot of sense. Right, how many XP have we got? We have 14, so we need another 11. Dave G murdered by a different fellow named Dave G. Dave G, the truth was out there, it killed him. Ooh, you got an item skull with an odd tag on it. Like a shop-bought skull? The skull has a little paper tag tied to it which has intersymmetry load on one side and some notes on the other. It has a serial number, says it was borrowed from the submission catacombs on February 19th, 1886. Jeez, this thing is really late. The back of the tag has the address in it. You discover new map locations, so we should probably go and take that back at some point. What's in here, though? Oh, man, I do really like the lighting in these zones. Oh. One of those things they have in mausoleums, one of the big marble things with drawers full of skeletons. You know what? Let's open a whole bunch. We got the jump on them this time. Yeah, we did. I might regret this, but you know what? I think we'll probably be all right. So I'm just going to spank him down. Ooh. Oh, Pete! Oh, maybe we're not going to be all right. Just 7 to 8 damage? Oh, no. It's not very good at all. I guess we can't crit. I don't know if critting is a thing. Yeah, okay, we'll hit it. Hopefully, Pete doesn't die. Okay, that was good. It's the skeleton of Tetched Dave Hollister and 4-flushing Dave Canton. I don't have any action points, so I can't use this, which is a shame. Maybe it's not the number of actions per round, but the number of actions per fight, because there doesn't seem to be a visible round indicator on this. I think I am just going to lose, yeah. No, if I'm going to lose, I'm not going to spend my resources on that. We'll surrender for now. It says surrendering is the same as losing, but I don't know what's going to happen now. I'm not sure what possessed you to think opening all those drawers at once was a good idea. We're early in the game, man. You're supposed to give me shit like that. I'm joking, it's fine. You're mad on a hornet. If your anger level gets higher than 1, you'll pass out from rage. Oh, and that's what I've done, because I already was quite angry. Heat must have carried you back into your bed after you got knocked out. A little sore, but not any worse for wear. You are pretty hungry, though, and sober. So we've passed a day, and now we can eat more and drink more. Not that we'd eaten or drunk anything anyway. Ah, yeah, I maybe shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it's fine. No worries. Just keeping an eye on the time, because I feel like this is one of those games I could just get lost in and play for hours. Alright. Oh, let's just comb her mane. She neighs with whispery gratitude. Alright. Saddle her up, Tina. You discovered a new map location, the Stearns Ranch. I don't... Yeah, alright. I want to advance the story, but... You know what, let's just go to the Stearns Ranch. Seems very reasonable. Oh, Pete, what do you got for me, buddy? The old Coleridge Mine in Farville, man. Check it out. What's it like? Never been, well, sounds like a friendly type of place. Well, what do you think we should do next? Well, now, if you're in a hurry to push west, I say a train will get us there a mile faster than horseback. Got a railroad cam marked on that map yours, right? Alright. Same as last time. Oh, we've already been here, right? Want to see if we can get some needles? Yeah, let's get some needles. This stuff is useful for picking locks. Doesn't look like we'll need it here, though. This is the Stearns Ranch interior. Oh, some beans. Blackened beans. This is a plate of beans that got left in a fire for weeks. They're still edible, but you could also probably use them as stove fuel in a pinch. Increases spell damage. That could be useful. I'm accruing these potions. I don't want to use them yet. All the books on the shelf are burned. You know, there's something strange about the back of the shelf. Mary Stearns' diary. A little girl's diary, browned a little around the edges, but otherwise untouched by the fire. That makes me uncomfortable. It's a work of a moment to fix the doll's voice box. Pull the string. The doll's eyes roll back into its head and its mouth begins to move. I am Grace, what's your name? Katerina. Hi, Katerina, you're nice. Do you want to play with me? Yeah, let's play. Hooray! Mary used to play with me, but we didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it? Surely. Hooray, the game's almost over. Mary did such a good job. Go downstairs and get my cup. Do you know the magic word to make the mean cow let you into a secret room? No, what is it? The magic word is peanut butter. Got it, peanut butter. You shudder as you realise that talking dolls haven't been invented yet. I feel like that's 2 Jonathan Colton references in 1. But I could be wrong. Right, so we're going down here. So pull the string and creepy doll. I don't know if you're aware. There's still some food in the shop. Yeah. Sarsaparilla. You're never sure how to spell this, and you still aren't. Yeah, that's definitely wrong. Instant grits, and that increases our muscle. Cool. There's a weird cow-shaped stone on the wall. Whisper peanut butter. I think I might regret this. Can we find the shambler? Atop this sinister-looking altar sits a copper goblet filled with what appears to be blood. Take the goblet. What could go wrong? You got an item, goblet of blood. A goblet of blood from a cursed altar in a spooky secret basement room is probably safe and fine and good. I agree. I don't like this talking doll. Safe is scorched, but its contents are probably still safe. I can't crack the safe because I'm not good enough at cracking saves, which makes a lot of sense. Saves? Seriously? Alright. My tea! We can finish our tea party now. Sure, why not? See you soon. She leaves the ground behind the house and scamps off to the northwest. That's probably fine. I agree, that's probably fine. Oh, there's a box on the floor there. I didn't see that. Oh, I need lockpicking. I feel like foraging may have been the wrong choice, but I don't know. Grab the tumbleweed. No, okay. Your keen eyes detect a secluded cave in the near distance. Exploring it would definitely be a good use of your time. You discovered a new map location, Shaggy Dog Cave. Alright. I feel like this is a double bluff, right? And it's actually going to be nothing, but I'm meant to think that it's something because it's so obviously nothing. But I am going to get a mug of cactus beer. The music's pretty good. It's no the end is nigh, but it's pretty good. A cave certificate, a cave plaque. A record of the events of the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887, as recorded by Jim Plackwright. That's it. Okay. I get it. Oh, there's going to be more, okay. Having acquired, through various and sundry means, a story which is interesting in its own right, but better save for another time, a map purporting to lead to a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Cole Jr. In the years before the cows came home, I, Jim Plackwright, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. Is that a and I'm only saying this because Asymmetric stuff is full of references, so it could be, but is that a reference to A Song of Ice and Fire? Where there's 3 dudes in the prologue, and one of them's called Wyman? Our equipment and provisions consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plugs and engraving tools, 1 large and shaggy dog, and a butler. Oh, I'm sorry, it's really dry humour, I love it. After travelling for 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town named Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon and each ordered a beer, except Si, who was satisfied with water. The barman provided our drinks as requested, and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we'd care to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions, which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing were the butler and the entire basket of eggs, apart from one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate and Kai, after a drawing of lots, to share. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as a replacement butler, I nearly said it, we headed out into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass the time on the trip and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. However, I will relate to you 3 odd occurrences that happened to us during our trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of Dirtwater when Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metallic object partially buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with our other tools. Alright. I'm seeing where this is going. And you've probably already seen, maybe you've already seen it. Maybe you're familiar with this joke, often known as the longest joke in the world, Lost in the Desert. If it carries on down that route, I will be stopping, because it's just going to go on for probably literally hours. Our next encounter was with a nomadic goblin tribesman who we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as to our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, though we did not disclose the reason for our journey. The goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed, and continued on our way. Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut occupied by 2 identical seaman old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. This struck me as peculiar, given that there were 2 of them, and I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. I'm going to have to get out of here as well. One of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and the other confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented that they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in that direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our butler, and we continued on our way, excited to finally be nearing our goal. This is the worst Let's Play ever. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave. Carefully keeping our excitement in check lest we were becoming cautious, we unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed and shared the egg he had saved from our basket that had been stolen in Dirtwater. Once we were rested, we decided the time had come to explore the cave. Discovering that we had neglected to patch torches, lanterns, or any other light source with which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that nature discovered that antique oil lamp during our travels. He gave the brass a quick shine and then lit the wick, and we were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse, and there were no side passages which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave and engrave them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discover the cave might be entertained and edified by our story. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel while Nate, Kai and Doug took turns with the excavation and completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Kai's shovel struck a wooden surface with a hollow noise and we hauled a traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. That's it, okay. Oh no, that's not it. This is the last one though, I think. The chest was locked with an ancient and rusting iron padlock which broke easily from a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly and the flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brilliantly upon jewels of every colour and shining ingots of precious metals, just as promised by the legends of Black Coil Julia. Joyous at our triumph, we loaded the chest into our wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading, and may your own endeavours be equally successful. Signed, Jim Plackwright. Okay, that didn't go where I thought it was going to go, but I'm pretty sure the fact one of the main characters was called Nate, was definitely a reference to that particular joke, which I would recommend looking up if you want to be infuriated for an afternoon. Okay, you encounter an overturned wagon surrounded by ruined books and broken pairs of spectacles. Looks like a family of especially literate homesteaders met an untimely end here. We'll look through the wreckage. We managed to find one book that is both undestroyed and remotely interesting. Advanced Beancraft, volume 144, I think? Read this learn new bean slinging skill. We'll definitely do that now. Rather than sell it for 100 meat, we are bean slingers indeed, so we will do that now. Let's just... yeah, that's all we can do, I think. Where is it then? Oh, it's right at the start. Let's read it. There's an article about butter and an article about beans, and the juxtaposition gives you an idea. Gives butterbean. There's a recipe that has been scratched and replaced with a bunch of paranoid and insane scrawling. Give wary. Wary could be useful. And we can always use the old bean, which temporarily increases our mysticality during a fight. I think we're gonna learn wary, right? I don't know if that's a... I didn't trust that book. I don't know if that's a passive skill. Let's check it out. No, it's a miscellaneous skill. So yeah, it is passive. Awesome. Alright, okay, we're way over the half-hour timer that I'd set. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you next time.